For 17 years, I was. Son of a
Mom.
bitch. The International Order of the Rainbow for Girls, Building Tomorrow's Leaders. For 17 years, I was an adult advisor for a youth organization that teaches and guides young women to leadership capabilities. As an adult advisor, I've seen many young women grow into leaders of their schools, organizations, sororities, and business worlds through this organization. The International Order of the Rainbow for Girls teaches leadership to young women by developing public speaking skills, promoting confidence, and to properly conduct business meetings with their peers. Public speaking skills are by far one of the most important skills learned through the International Order of the Rainbow for Girls. Martin McDermott, author of Speak with Courage, who has taught communication for over 25 years, and C.S. Ghostfield's 8 Master Strategies for Public Speaking, has noticed that people with performance experience, no matter what level, has typically take to public speaking naturally. You don't have to be the star of your high school musical, but just 6 months of comedy improvisation bolstered my presentation skills far more than any professional development course I've taken, Martin says. Get up on the stage, Martin advises, whether you're in band, play, or an athletic contest, till you get to the point where you can say to yourself, I'm in front of people, but I'm relaxed and having a good time. Imagine being an 11 or 12-year-old girl preparing to recite her part of the initiation ceremony for the very first time. She is asked a question to which her speech is the response. She stands up with wobbly legs, trembling hands, sweat beads starting to pop out, and a racing heart, and opens her mouth to speak. A little shaky in the beginning sentence, but as she continues her speech, she delivers with more and more confidence as she realizes she knows the words and they just keep coming. My daughter joined this organization as a shy 11-year-old little girl. Within 2 weeks after some coaching, some practice sessions, and a lot of courage, she developed a perfect speech. She delivered a word-perfect speech to another young lady being initiated into the organization. Being a part of the Rainbow Girls gives each member of the organization the opportunity to gain confidence while speaking publicly. Whether they are reciting the parts of initiation, presiding over a business meeting, or introducing hundreds of people in a statewide meeting. This is done by continuous practice sessions, competitions between the girls locally, statewide, and even internationally. Constant encouragement and helpful tips and ideas on how to memorize and then deliver speeches. As the young ladies become older and their public speaking skills are honed and more refined, they become more at ease in front of a crowd and can deliver a well-practiced speech or an impromptu speech without the wobbly legs or trembling hands. This is a great beginning to develop excellent leadership skills. Along with public speaking, Rainbow teaches young women how to walk, talk, dress, and present themselves as leaders by implementing a strict dress code and a moral and behavioral code of conduct. This gives these young women a confidence in themselves that sets them apart from others that are not members of this organization. When attending Rainbow meetings and installations of officers, Rainbow girls are required to wear an appropriate dress for church, pantyhose, a slip, and white closed-toe and closed-heel pumps. These dresses should cover the 5 B's, as designated by the Oklahoma Grand Assembly Mother Advisor's Handbook. The 5 B's are breasts, backs, bellies, body piercings, and bottoms. What that means is there should be no visible cleavage, no lower bare backs, the top of the dress must cover the top of the skirt, no exposed body piercings, and no extremely tight dresses or panty lines. Following these guidelines, a young lady looks and feels put together and professional. These guidelines give these young women a feel for what will be expected in their later lives as they enter the job market. They will know how to dress, sit, and speak during a job interview, a business meeting, and their everyday job. As my daughter moved through the many offices of her local assembly, she learned how to dress and present herself as a young lady. She learned for an interview of any type, dressing professionally gives one a better chance of being taken seriously. By presenting herself this way, the younger girls in the assembly looked to her as their leader and followed her example of how a leader should dress and present themselves in public. A Rainbow Girl is also required to follow a behavioral and moral code of conduct. These two codes instill in a young girl pride in herself and her ethics. Rainbow girls are expected to be well-mannered, polite, gracious, respectful, patriotic, and to serve God in their communities. Rainbow girls are also expected to be cautious in their speech, everyday behavior, and social media conduct as well, as all of these never go away and can be brought up later in life and cause problems when beginning their careers. Being held to these high standards help build life skills and confidence that will help in leadership roles in future lives and careers. As a Rainbow Girl, these young women are taught how to conduct and preside over a proper business meeting. This is done by using the standard order of business procedures that are found in the Rainbow Ritual and the Gold Book of Instructions. By following these protocols, these young girls know when to discuss business, the appropriate time and verbiage to make a motion, how to be recognized so they may speak and address others in a meeting, and how to vote during a meeting. Rainbow girls are taught that when in a business meeting, she must stand and be recognized by the presiding officer in order to address the group during a meeting, to speak loudly and clearly that everyone in the room may hear the discussion and at which point of business is relevant to what is being discussed, such as old business, new members, etc. These young women also learn how to introduce, present members and visitors, and how to introduce themselves during a business meeting. All these practices give a Rainbow Girl a head start in the business world by knowing how to conduct herself and show that she can lead a business meeting. Using the lessons learned as the leader or the president of the state assembly, my daughter led the statewide efforts for fundraising for her service project for her year. She came up with ideas, organized and carried out different fundraisers to raise over $7,000 for Mothers Against Drunk Driving. The International Order of the Rainbow for Girls has produced many young women who have outstanding public speaking skills, great confidence in themselves, and proper etiquette for the business world. I personally know young women who are involved in this organization that have become doctors, lawyers, directors, and pharmacists. There are many famous former Rainbow Girls that are leaders in their various professions. As found on the international website, Sandra Day O'Connor, former Supreme Court Justice, was a Rainbow Girl. Lee Merriweather, former Miss America and Catwoman on the original Batman TV series. Dawn Wells, Mary Ann on Gilligan's Island TV show. Jill Kinmont, inspirational speaker and former Olympic skier. And Dorothy Metcalf Lindenberger, NASA astronaut, were all Rainbow Girls. These women, along with many young women I have met throughout my years as an advisor, show me that the International Order of the Rainbow for Girls teaches young women that life skills are truly building tomorrow's leaders.